Hello, my wonderful friends. Have you ever looked down at your cozy, simple breakfast plate and wondered whether it might actually be quietly harming your body? For so many of us, especially once we reach our 60s, 70s, or even 80s, eggs are a staple, a familiar and beloved part of our morning routine. But what if the way you combine them with other foods could turn a healthy start into a silent threat, causing stomach discomfort, putting strain on your heart, or even leaving your mind feeling foggy? With years of experience working with people just like you, I've seen firsthand how seemingly harmless breakfast choices can gradually drain your vitality. Today, I'm going to reveal 4 common egg combinations you should absolutely avoid to protect your heart, your digestion, and your peace of mind. Stay with me, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to turn your beloved eggs back into a truly nourishing meal that helps you live longer and stay healthy. Number 1. Eggs and processed meats. A risky start to the day. You know, one of the most beloved breakfast plates across America often features those wonderful eggs right alongside some crispy bacon, a sizzling sausage patty, or a slice of ham. It's a classic, a familiar combination deeply ingrained in our culture. But for those of us who have lived long enough to truly feel our bodies change over the years, this pairing, well, it's something we really need to take seriously. As a doctor, I've seen countless folks come in, many complaining of persistent fatigue or unexplained aches and pains. And often, it comes right back to what's on their plate, especially at breakfast. Here's why this seemingly harmless combination can cause trouble. Processed meats, like that bacon or sausage, they're loaded with things like sodium, preservatives, and chemicals called nitrates and nitrites. When these substances meet the natural compounds, those healthy proteins and fats in your eggs, they can actually create a bit of a storm inside your body. For instance, these nitrates can react with certain amino acids in eggs, forming compounds that have been directly linked to an increased risk of heart problems and even some cancers. This isn't just theory. Studies from places like Harvard have highlighted these connections. Why does this become more concerning as we age? Well, our bodies just don't process everything the way they used to. Our arteries aren't quite as flexible, and the high saturated fat and cholesterol from processed meats, when combined with the cholesterol in eggs, can put a real burden on your heart. You see, it's not just a single breakfast, it's those daily habits. Over time, they build up, putting extra stress on your cardiovascular system, raising your risk for high blood pressure and even heart attacks. You might start feeling sluggish and bloated instead of energized, or notice persistent indigestion, maybe a little chest tightness, or that frustrating brain fog that just won't clear. These are subtle signals your body is sending you. I remember my patient, Arthur, a kind 72-year-old gentleman. He grew up believing nothing beat a plate of eggs and sausage. He'd had it for breakfast forever. But he started having trouble with his blood pressure, and his energy just kept fading by lunchtime. It wasn't until we really took a close look at his daily meals that his doctor suggested a change. Just by simply swapping out the sausage for a slice of fresh avocado or some gently sautéed spinach, Arthur felt a world of difference. His mornings felt lighter, his blood pressure gradually came down, and he even felt clear-headed throughout the day. It was such a simple switch, but oh, what a difference it made for him. So, what can we do? It's actually quite simple. Choose a better pairing for your eggs. Instead of processed meats, think about fresh vegetables, like bell peppers or mushrooms, maybe a slice of whole grain toast, or even a handful of colorful berries. These options give you all the satisfaction of a hearty meal without putting your health on the line. Remember, enjoying your food should never mean gambling with your well-being. When you sit down for breakfast, gently ask yourself, is this meal truly fueling my body for the long haul, or is it adding to the wear and tear that can catch up with me over time? Making small, conscious changes, one meal at a time, is the path to a stronger, healthier, happier future. If this makes you rethink your breakfast, please comment, change below. Number 2. Eggs and refined sugar. The hidden danger in sweet breakfasts. So many of us cherish those fond memories of family breakfasts, where our delicious eggs might sit right next to a towering stack of pancakes, some waffles dripping with syrup, or perhaps a warm cinnamon roll slathered in icing. It feels so comforting, almost nostalgic, doesn't it? But here's the truth, something most people never see coming, especially as we age. The pairing of eggs with refined sugars, whether it's in syrup, jelly, pastries, or even sweetened drinks, actually creates a kind of metabolic storm inside your body. Eggs themselves are actually a powerhouse of nutrition. They provide lasting energy, keep you feeling full and satisfied, and help stabilize your blood sugar levels. They're so good for you. But the moment you add a big dose of sugar to that plate, things dramatically shift. Eating simple carbohydrates and refined sugars with your eggs triggers a rapid rise, and then a quick fall in your blood sugar. This makes your pancreas work overtime, trying to catch up, and it encourages your body to store extra fat, often right around your midsection. This is a problem all too familiar to many of us over 60, isn't it? Why does this become particularly dangerous as we get older? As we age, our metabolism naturally slows down. Our bodies simply aren't as efficient at processing sugar as they once were. What used to be an innocent treat in our younger, more active years can quickly turn into a recipe for stubborn weight gain, systemic inflammation, and that nagging, pervasive fatigue. You might start noticing more aches and pains, or that frustrating cloudy thinking, or a belly that just won't budge. Often, these are the hidden results of too many sugar-heavy breakfasts. Over time, that constant surge of insulin can lead to insulin resistance, which is a root cause of serious health issues like type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and even memory problems. The science on this is incredibly clear, and it's a red flag we shouldn't ignore. Take Eleanor, for example. She's 68, and for years, she started her mornings with 2 eggs, her favorite toast slathered in jelly, and a glass of orange juice. She truly believed it was a perfectly balanced breakfast. But over time, she noticed her energy crashed by mid-morning, and she often felt jittery, or even irritable, not long after eating. Her doctor gently explained that the sugar spike from the jelly and juice, paired with the protein and fat in her eggs, was causing wild swings in her blood sugar. This set her up for intense cravings, mood swings, and a higher risk of developing diabetes down the road. It was quite an eye-opener for her. The good news is, you don't have to give up sweet flavors entirely. Absolutely not. Instead of syrup or jam, try adding fresh fruit to your breakfast. Maybe some vibrant berries or sliced bananas. A sprinkle of cinnamon on your eggs can add a lovely, warm flavor and even help regulate blood sugar. And swap out those sugary drinks for unsweetened tea or coffee. These small, thoughtful changes truly help keep your blood sugar steady, giving you the sustained energy you need to enjoy your day, without that dreaded crash. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're still with me. This is a topic many often overlook, and understanding it can make a real difference. Number 3. Eggs and soy milk. A problematic pair for digestion and absorption. We're seeing a growing trend among folks looking to eat healthier, especially as we move into our 60s, 70s, and beyond. Many are pairing eggs with plant-based alternatives like soy milk. Maybe it's an effort to cut back on dairy, or just a desire to try something new and seemingly healthier. But here's a quiet truth. Mixing eggs and soy milk at the same meal can actually work against your body, interfering with how you digest and absorb the crucial nutrients you need most. You see, eggs, as we've discussed, are a complete protein, a nutritional powerhouse. They're packed with essential vitamins and minerals, especially choline, which is so important for brain health as we age. Soy milk is often touted as a high-protein alternative to cow's milk, offering its own plant-based proteins and sometimes fortified with calcium and vitamin D. On paper, it looks like a winning combination, right? But when you put them together, the story changes within your digestive system. Here's the issue. Soy contains natural compounds called trypsin inhibitors. These act like little roadblocks in your stomach. They can actually block the enzymes needed to fully break down and absorb proteins, especially the high-quality proteins found in your eggs. What does that mean for you? Well, instead of soaking up all those wonderful benefits from your eggs, like muscle repair and sustained energy, your body is left struggling to access those nutrients. This makes your meal far less nourishing than you intended. For us older folks, whose bodies are often less efficient at nutrient absorption to begin with, this is a real concern. Many people in their golden years experience slower or more sensitive digestion. The combination of eggs and soy milk can definitely increase the risk of uncomfortable bloating, indigestion, and even heartburn. The proteins and anti-nutrients in soy can make it harder for your stomach to break down both foods, leading to a lingering heaviness after what should be a simple, energizing breakfast. Consistently missing out on key nutrients, especially protein and choline, can, over time, slow muscle repair, weaken your immunity, and even impact your memory and focus. For seniors determined to maintain strength and independence, this is a risk you simply don't want to ignore. Let me tell you about Walter. He's 75, and he decided to cut back on dairy to help manage his cholesterol. So, like many, he started having eggs with a glass of soy milk every morning. After a few weeks, he found himself feeling unusually tired and less mentally sharp than before, no matter how much he slept. He mentioned this to me, and I suggested he switch to almond milk, which doesn't interfere with protein digestion in the same way. Within days, Walter felt more energetic, and his morning fog and aches simply lifted. It was quite remarkable. So, what's a better choice? If you're looking for a non-dairy beverage to enjoy with your eggs, try almond, oat, or coconut milk. These options don't contain the same inhibitors as soy. And if you truly love soy milk, that's perfectly fine. Just enjoy it at another meal, separate from your eggs, so your body can get the most from both foods. Every choice you make at the table truly adds up. By understanding how even the healthiest foods can unexpectedly clash, you're taking charge of your well-being and setting yourself up for more vibrant years ahead. You can still enjoy your comfort foods, just in a smarter way. If this revelation about soy milk surprised you, please comment "absorb" below. Number 4. Eggs and raw onions. A surprising combo with hidden risks. Eggs and onions show up together in all sorts of classic dishes, don't they? Think of delicious omelets, scrambled eggs, or a hearty breakfast skillet. Most of us have probably cooked up this combo at one time or another, thinking we're doing our bodies a favor by adding a little crunch and flavor to our morning meal. But here's a hidden truth, something many people are completely unaware of. Eating eggs with raw onions can quietly trigger a cascade of digestive and nutritional problems, especially as we get older and our systems grow more sensitive. Raw onions are loaded with natural compounds called sulfur-containing substances. This is what gives onions their distinctive bite and powerful aroma. But these very compounds are also quite potent in how they interact with other foods, particularly the proteins and fats you find in eggs. When you eat raw onions with eggs, these compounds can actually interfere with your body's ability to digest and absorb key nutrients. This can lead to uncomfortable indigestion, bloating, and even nausea for some folks. Why is this more pronounced for us as we age? Well, as the years go by, our digestive enzymes tend to decrease, and our gut becomes a little less resilient. Those potent sulfur compounds in raw onions can make your stomach work much harder to break down both the onions and the eggs. Sometimes, this extra effort can lead to stomach upset or even a mild sense of heartburn, leaving you feeling less than great after what should be a simple, energizing meal. But it's not just about how your stomach feels. These same compounds can also bind to certain vitamins and minerals in eggs, particularly B vitamins and some forms of iron, making it much harder for your body to absorb them. Over time, this quiet nutritional drain can chip away at your energy levels, leaving you feeling fatigued and less able to bounce back from daily activities. For seniors aiming to maintain strength and keep their minds sharp, this is a significant, often overlooked issue. I remember hearing about Dorothy, an active 80-year-old who loved adding a handful of raw onions to her egg salad every Sunday. She'd never had trouble when she was younger, but in recent years, she noticed her stomach felt unsettled for hours after her meal. Her doctor explained that, as we age, the sulfur compounds in raw onions were simply too much for her digestive system, making it work overtime. It was a real revelation for her. And there's another layer to this, a social one. Many people find that eating raw onions, especially in combination with eggs, can lead to persistent bad breath. This is an embarrassing problem, and sometimes it can even discourage folks from socializing or participating in community meals. For those living alone, or already struggling with feelings of isolation, anything that gets in the way of connecting with others can be a bigger issue than we like to admit. So, does this mean you need to give up onions entirely? Absolutely not. The good news is that cooking onions actually changes their chemical structure. It breaks down those harsh sulfur compounds, making them much easier to digest. A sautéed onion in your omelet is not only gentler on your stomach, it can actually enhance the flavors beautifully, without all the downsides. The key, as always, is to listen to your body and notice how you feel after meals. If you find you're uncomfortable or sluggish after eating eggs and raw onions together, it might be time to make a simple swap. Protecting your health as you age isn't just about what you eat. It's about how you put foods together and how those choices make you feel, day in and day out. If this information about raw onions surprised you, please comment number 4 below. It's truly an unexpected one. As we wrap up today's video, I truly encourage you to pause for a moment. Just take a deep breath. Think about the meals you've enjoyed over the years, and how even small, gentle shifts in your habits can lead to truly significant improvements in your health and your overall well-being. The combinations we've talked about today, eggs with processed meats, refined sugar, soy milk, and raw onions, might seem innocent enough on the surface. They really do. But each of these pairings holds the potential to quietly, almost invisibly, chip away at your vitality, especially as the beautiful years keep adding up. What stood out to you the most today? Was there a particular food combination that genuinely surprised you? Or perhaps one that you immediately recognized from your very own kitchen table, just like Arthur recognized his breakfast trouble, or Eleanor finally understood her afternoon crash? Maybe you're already making some of these wise changes, which is wonderful. Or perhaps you're feeling ready to try something new, something different, after learning how these everyday foods can interact in ways that either help or sometimes hinder your cherished health. Remember, this isn't about guilt. It's not about fear. Not at all. This is about empowerment. Pure and simple. The more you know, the better choices you can confidently make for yourself, and for those precious people you care about. Eating well isn't just about the foods you choose, you see. It's truly about how you put them together, and how those thoughtful decisions make you feel. Not just today, but for many, many years down the line. So, as you head into your next meal, I truly hope you'll carry with you a renewed sense of confidence. And a healthy dose of curiosity, too. Trust yourself to notice what your amazing body needs. And please, don't be afraid to make a simple swap here and there. It's those small, mindful decisions that truly add up to a life well lived. Thank you so much for joining us today. We've explored 4 critical food combinations that can truly transform our golden years. But knowledge, my friends, is only powerful when we put it into action. So now, I have one important question for you. What is the one commitment you are making to yourself after watching this video? It could be as simple as, I will swap bacon for avocado in my omelet. Or maybe, I will try almond milk with my eggs tomorrow morning. Or even, I'll cook my onions instead of eating them raw. Please share your personal commitment in the comments below. Let's inspire each other. Let's build a community of support. Let's take that first, brave step together. And if you found real value and genuine inspiration in our time together today, show your support by giving this video a gentle thumbs up. To ensure you continue on this incredible journey with us, and never ever miss another video full of life-changing wisdom, hit that subscribe button. It's more than just subscribing. It's truly joining a warm community, dedicated to living our absolute best lives together. Finally, please, think of just one person who needs to hear this message today, and share it with them. You might just change their life, in ways you can't even imagine. Thank you for watching. Stay healthy, stay wise, and I'll see you in the next video.